If God comes, for example, and begins to talk from his realm, you can't interact with him. So the first thing the Spirit will do is that he will go back to the potters in your soul that the devil have taken over, and he will begin to seduce you. You are somebody that likes elegance. He will show you elegance in the kingdom. You are somebody that likes to rap, or you like to show yourself. The moment you come into the kingdom, after 1 week, they'll say, come to the altar, lead the... Okay, I can lead song. So you now start coming because you want to sing, because you like to show yourself. The Spirit is trying to seduce you. Meanwhile, when he's done seducing you, he may now send you to become an intercessor. So you will not appear on the altar again. So he's... What the Spirit will do is to seduce you. He knows the things that the devil have perverted in your life. He will go back to those gates and bring superior wisdom. And as he begins to do that, something in your life your spirit will come alive. And then you begin to approach that spirit as he draws you. Why he's drawing you is because he wants to separate you from this civilization, so that you can come into another economy where he can equip you sufficiently to go back to the civilization that corrupts you and establish an ark that can save another generation. But you can't build the ark, because the patterns, the dimensions of the ark are not on earth. Human intelligence and architecture cannot create that ark. The dimensions of the ark are in the heavens. But for you to be equipped to build that ark, the Spirit will seduce you back to Zion. And those years of seduction may be long, because sometimes distraction will hold you to one spot, and the Spirit will battle with distraction for 1 year. And when it's done with distraction, seduction will hold you down for another 5 years. But the Spirit is not in a hurry, because where he lives, there's no time. It's called the Ancient of Days. If you refuse to cooperate with the Spirit, you are the one wasting. If that Spirit decides that what he wants to do is with the Kusi generation, you who didn't submit will be out. But what that Spirit wants to achieve will happen, because it's functioning from above time. You are functioning within time. So even if you fail, somebody else will come with your DNA. Another one will come with your DNA. As far as the Spirit is concerned, he is dealing with Kusi. Because Kusi is not a man, he's a people. The day the Spirit is able to seduce you, that day your journey into participating with the divine is activated. And then the Spirit shows you a dimension. Because when you enter into God, you discover there are many dimensions. The angelic realm reveals to us the multifaceted dimensions of God. So when Michael shows up, you see the strength of God. And if you see Michael, you think God is all about power, until Gabriel shows up. And then when Gabriel talks, he uncovers mysteries that were locked for many generations. And then you now discover there's a dimension called wisdom. And there are many of such dimensions. There are angels that appear as light. There are those that appear as flames of fire. All of these things are locked there. When you come, the Spirit opens his oracles to you. And then he tells you your inheritance is this dimension. Take it and go and build it on earth, so that the sons of men can be discipled after this order. So when the Spirit comes, he said, his glory will fill the earth as the waters cover the sea. So if you come to a nation, you now see different tributaries of that Spirit. So the nation from a high pedestal becomes the display of the possibilities that are locked up in that Spirit. So if you look upon Israel, for example, it's a display of the multifaceted dimensions of God. So when Issachar shows up, he begins to talk about mysteries that only spirits understand. He tells you, don't go this way tomorrow, go like this. And then you are saying, no, the road is here. He said, no, there's no road here. You are seeing a road, but Issachar is seen from another plane. And when you wake up in the morning, a log of wood have blocked this road. So if you were wise, you would have traveled in this direction. So when you look at that, that is a dimension of that Spirit. It was an architectural work that a man who entered into God pioneered. So the reason a Spirit seduces you is to bring you to a place where you can pioneer his ways. You can pioneer his life. You can pioneer his wisdom, so that a generation can be formed after that order. That is the first thing the Spirit desires of you, to be wooed to him. Because if you receive intelligence from another spirit, it will become corruption.